be careful who benefits from your wounds. Be careful who benefits from you playing it small, you shrinking, you not showing up in your full capability because you're afraid of outshining somebody. Be careful around those people, because deep down you know the people that you are shrinking for, the people that you have to put on a filtered version so that they don't see you as too much or performative or better than acting better than them. um this is something I was always constantly told, but I never really fully grasped it until recently. But I found out the hard way that when I'm around somebody that has an insecurity, and I can pick that up because I've got a very good sense of I easily pick up energy, so I can tell when somebody feels smaller around other people that are more stable, I would say. So I have a habit of wanting to make everybody feel seen, and wanting to like keep the room, like the room energy, wanting to be the like the emotional carrier for everybody. It's a toxic trait at to some limit. If you don't, it's like I think it's like an inverted kind of empathy. It's, or being an empath, it's like an inverted kind of toxic trauma related type of empathy. It's also related to control, but like let's not dive into that. I digress. What I'm trying to say is I found myself shrinking so that the people around me wouldn't feel insecure. The people around me wouldn't feel like I'm too much. I had to like translate some of the things into more watered down explanations. I had to like talk about stuff that I wasn't really interested in, because I was surrounding myself with people that really didn't want to, engage in what I was interested in. And the thing is, the problem wasn't even them, it was me. It was me putting myself in areas where I am, I know, like, just because you fit in doesn't mean you belong. Like I say this in my last video on TikTok. Just because you fit in doesn't mean you belong. And I was trying so hard to fit in and to belong in a group, even when I knew I wasn't like fully in it. So I started seeing a lot of dynamics in my life. I started seeing a lot of dynamics in other people's lives as well. We we tend to see we tend to think jealousy or toxicity comes in obvious ways, but it doesn't always come in obvious ways, especially in when it comes to your growth. If you are trying to grow, pay attention to the people that hinder it, the people that benefit from your growth. The people that are most uncomfortable from your growth are the people that benefit the most from your scars. The ones who, for example, I've seen a lot of my friends. My friend would like try to stop an addiction, and one of his close friends is telling him stuff like, "I don't believe you, man," or "Nah, I don't think so." If you're somebody's friend and your friend is telling you they're trying to get rid of an addiction, why are you not the number one cheerleader? Even though deep down you don't fully believe it. I mean, what's the harm in you just weighing in your 2 cents and saying you should do it, bro? You could just say that, even if you don't fully believe it. It would go a long way. I have sat down and I love people watching, and I've looked at different friendship dynamics, relationships, and I would see the same pattern in a lot of toxic situations. People are with people who benefit from their wounds. The moment they start growing, the people that were benefiting from their wounds start try the hardest to bring them down, and once they can't, some sort of conflict happens and a dissolution happens. We are we attract people and we stay with people who are on the same mental wounds as us. Once one of us goes lower, or once one of us goes lower, or once one of us goes higher, or elevates our mental wounds that's growing and healing, or deteriorates or gets more traumatized or gets more hurt, the dynamic changes. and the relationship is threatened. It's human psychology. Carl Jung talks about it when he talks about the shadow. So be careful with the people that benefit from you playing it small. Be careful with the people who make snarky comments meant to protect you. Stuff like they would say something in a way that sounds like it's protecting you, but deep down it doesn't sit right with you. Pay attention, because your body knows. Your body knows before your mind can comprehend why you're feeling uncomfortable when this person says something. When you bring up a business idea, when you bring up your dreams, or when you bring up your hopes or whatever, there's someone making, it's not really a snarky comment or someone saying something bad about it, but the person would say something like, I believe you can do it, but just don't dream too big. I don't want you to be hurt. It sounds like care, but if you dissect it, why would you like, and you would feel weird about it. That's the thing. So all those times where if you don't know how to like if you don't easily pick up what people say, or you don't easily dissect what people say in real time, whenever someone says something to you after you brought up your dreams, you brought up your growth journey, your friend, your partner, whatever, family members too, because they're the most common. Once you mention something like that, and they say something back to you, and your body tingles in a way, your body feels uncomfortable in a way, just from their response, even if it doesn't seem logical, keep a log of that, because it will make sense down the line. Your body, like, our intuition system is so freaking insane. Our intuition system is so freaking insane. There's so many times where I felt something, it didn't make sense in the moment, but down the line, like it would be months down the line, and it clicks, and it's like, that's why I felt like that time. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. Your body tries to warn you months and months before, like months and months ahead. And I'm sorry, my storage ran out. Anyways, as I was saying, your body knows way before your mind can comprehend what's going on. In most of these situations, that's why you meet someone for the first time and you're getting butterflies. Your body is warning you. Your body is literally warning you, because your body and your intuition, your entire subconscious, our conscious minds can only control about 5 to 7% of our daily habits and our daily actions, and over 90% is controlled by the subconscious. And that means everything that you've ever experienced is stored somewhere. So we've experienced certain patterns that we cannot really bring up at Q right now in certain people that are toxic, that when you meet them for the first time, you have a certain bad feeling, or you just have a certain, you'd either get butterflies, you have a bad feeling, you feel uncomfortable. Your body will try to warn you by, it's like a kind of sensation. And in the moment it may feel like butterflies, in the moment it may feel like anxiousness, anxiety, but your body is trying to warn you. It's literally trying to warn you. So like, pay attention to who benefits from you playing it small. Like, really, really pay attention to it, because once those people are pruned out of your life, you will automatically make way for people that are aligned for you. And even when those people that are aligned for you are on their way to you, in your own solitude, when your own energy is being bounced off the four corners of your room and back into you, it's like having a conversation with yourself, and it's very calming, very healing, very, opportunities start flowing back to you. You start receiving it's like receiving the energy you're giving out. If you met somebody that loves as much as you do, gives as much as you do, communicates as much as you do, you would completely be healed. That's why solitude, sometimes, even though people say do not be so alone most of the times, I feel like it's an essential part of growth and healing. To come back to yourself, you need to separate yourself for some time at least. yeah, I keep digressing off the main message, but I feel, but maybe I'm digressing because somebody needs this other aspect. But like the main message of this whole video has just been to be careful with the people that benefit from your wounds, the people that benefit from your addictions, the people that benefit from you playing small, the people that benefit from your self-doubt, your egotistic ways, your inferiority complexes. Be careful around those people, because those are the people that are literally mining energy off of you. They're literally using you to soothe themselves. I watched a video recently and I did some research on this, and it's actually true. In spirituality, it's called siphoning energy. In psychology, it's like borrowing someone's nervous system. There are times where if you're a happy person and you get involved with a very depressed or traumatized or very sad person, do you know it's possible for you to exchange nervous systems? This, like, that's why people say the power of association is very insane, because human beings were like magnets to each other's energy. You would find yourself, you ever get involved with somebody that's very depressed, and all of a sudden you start getting more depressed and they are getting happier? I used to think this is a coincidence, but it's not. It's actual science, and it's also stated in spirituality. You can literally exchange nervous systems with someone else. You can exchange energies with somebody else, because people can literally drain you like a freaking power bank. And the thing is, this is all unconscious, so you wouldn't really blame them. And if it's unconscious and they're doing it unconsciously and you are also participating unconsciously, that's the most dangerous dynamic, because you don't know it's happening in real time. So be careful. You know, that's why that's why elders always told us to be careful who our friends are, because concepts like this were too complex for a child to understand. People can literally siphon energy off of you. People can literally exchange nervous systems off of you. Be careful with who you share. That's why they say be careful you share ideas with, who you surround yourself with. It all goes back to you, because at the end of the day, the things you surround yourself with are what will be projected out in the world. And once you surround yourself with energy vampires, all the energy that your body produces so that you can manifest your dreams starts being utilized by someone else. It's like a country creating its own power and another country siphoning it or out of it. So the country keeps producing the power, but the power keeps going on to another country, and they are partying up there because they don't have their own power station, baby. And you're out here generating a lot of energy because you do not know where your energy is leaking to. And you keep wondering why you're always exhausted, tired, depressed, but you have always been a happy person. Because your power station is powering another country, a country that has no ability to power itself. So it's gonna siphon off of you. Very subconscious, very unconscious ways. Like, these are agreements we make with people when we meet. When we meet different kinds of people, we make certain kinds of agreements subconsciously. So those first impressions you make with somebody, you meet someone who's very depressed, and if you're the fixer kind, guilty. Before I'm working on myself, actually, if you're the fixer kind and you meet someone that's, I wouldn't say broken, but like sad, depressed, or whatever, and automatically you go into fixer mode, you and that person go into a certain unspoken agreement. You become the fixer, they become the fixed. Princess and knight in shining armor, fixer and the fixed, traumatized and also traumatized, but inverted kind of traumatized. So they look like the fixer, but they're also traumatized. Not even yin and yang, it just enters this toxic dynamic of where you trauma bond, in short. So yeah, I won't go deeper into this because I'm trying to keep my videos as short as possible. but let me know what you'd like me to talk about next. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers, so let's do that, baby. All right, guys, enjoy your weekend and be careful who you're around. Be careful the places you go to. Do not let everybody into your energy. You can still interact with people, but just do not let your energy be easily siphoned. All right, have a good day, and love you guys so much. Peace.